We're diving into the spoilers through 25, focusing on a thrilling rescue mission involving beloved characters like Rafe Hernandez, Tate Black, and others. I'll break it all down in a clear, step-by-step way, expanding on the details to make sure everything is easy to follow. The heroic call to action. Rafe steps up. Picture this. It's a tense moment in Salem, where danger lurks around every corner. Our story kicks off with Rafe Hernandez, the dedicated police commissioner and a man known for his unwavering sense of justice, springing into action like a true hero from the old Western movies we grew up watching. Rafe doesn't hesitate when he's called upon, especially when family is involved. It all begins when young Tate Black and Doug Williams III come rushing to Rafe for help. These two aren't just bystanders. They're deeply entangled in the unfolding chaos. Tate, with his youthful energy and determination, and Doug, carrying the weight of his famous family name, realize they can't handle the situation alone. They turn to Rafe, knowing his experience and bravery could make all the difference. Why is Rafe so personally invested? Well, at the heart of this crisis are two innocent young girls, Holly Jonas and Ariana Ari Horton. Ari isn't just any child. She's Rafe's own niece, the daughter of his sister Gabi Hernandez. Family ties run deep in Salem, and Rafe's protective instincts kick in immediately. He vows to do everything in his power to ensure Ari is safely back in her mother's arms as quickly as possible. Imagine the worry in Rafe's eyes, the determination in his voice as he rallies the troops. This isn't just a job for him. It's a mission of the heart. But Rafe's heroism doesn't stop there. Holly Jonas, the daughter of Nicole Walker, is also caught in the crossfire. Rafe has always had a soft spot for Nicole and her family, and he cares deeply about Holly's well-being. The spoilers hint that he'll go to extraordinary lengths, perhaps risking his own safety, to rescue both girls from a perilous, loan shark mess. What exactly is this mess? It sounds like a shady dealings gone wrong, involving dangerous lenders who don't play by the rules. Maybe Doug got mixed up in some financial troubles that spiraled out of control, pulling these innocent kids into harm's way. The drama builds as Rafe, with Tate and Doug by his side, plans a daring rescue. Will there be chases through dark alleys? Tense standoffs? We can only imagine the suspense. The perilous loan shark mess. Unpacking the danger to make this story even more vivid, let's expand on what this loan shark mess might entail. In the world of Days of Our Lives, troubles like this often stem from desperate decisions and hidden secrets. Holly, with her bright eyes and innocent spirit, is Nicole's pride and joy, a reminder of past loves and losses in Salem. Ari, sweet and full of life, represents the next generation of the Horton family, carrying on legacies that go back generations. The thought of these girls in peril tugs at the heartstrings, doesn't it? Rafe, ever the knight in shining armor, coordinates the rescue with precision. He might use his police resources, call in favors, or even go undercover to outsmart the villains. Tate Black plays a crucial role here too. As the son of Brady Black and Teresa Donovan, Tate has grown up amidst Salem's endless dramas. But now he's stepping up as a young hero, perhaps driven by his own feelings for Holly or a sense of responsibility. And Doug Williams III? He's no stranger to controversy, but this situation puts him in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Spoilers suggest he might be the one who inadvertently dragged Ari into this danger, maybe through some ill-advised borrowing or a deal gone sour. The tension mounts as the trio, Rafe, Tate, and Doug, embark on their mission. We can envision high-stakes moments. Whispered plans in dimly lit rooms, narrow escapes, and the triumphant moment when the girls are freed. Relief and reckoning. Gabi's emotional roller coaster once the dust settles and the rescue is complete. The emotional fallout begins. Gabi Hernandez, Ari's devoted mother, will be overwhelmed with relief. Gabi has faced her share of heartaches, imprisonments, betrayals, and losses, but nothing compares to the terror of her child in danger. Imagine her pacing the floor, tears in her eyes, waiting for news. When Rafe, Doug, and Tate return with Ari safe and sound, along with Holly, Gabi's gratitude will know no bounds. She might throw her arms around Rafe, her brother, thanking him profusely for his bravery. It's a moment of pure joy, the kind that makes soap operas so addictive. The reunion of mother and child after a brush with disaster. But relief quickly turns to anger, as it often does in these dramatic tales. Gabi isn't one to hold back her feelings, and she'll likely direct her fury straight at Doug Williams III. After all, spoilers indicate that Doug's actions are what put Ari in harm's way in the first place. Perhaps he borrowed money from the wrong people, or his decisions led to this chaotic entanglement. Gabi, fierce and protective, will let him have a piece of her mind. We can picture the scene. Gabi confronting Doug in a heated exchange, her voice rising as she demands answers. "How could you endanger my little girl?" she might shout, her eyes flashing with righteous indignation. Doug, perhaps remorseful or defensive, will have to face the consequences of his choices. This confrontation adds layers of drama, exploring themes of responsibility, forgiveness, and family bonds. Tate's lingering questions. A mystery about the baby amid all this excitement. There's an intriguing twist involving Tate Black. After the heroic rescue, Tate will have some pressing questions about the baby. Now, this part of the spoilers is a bit mysterious. Who is this baby? In the context of Days of Our Lives, babies often bring secrets, switched identities, or long-lost relatives into the mix. Perhaps the lone shark situation uncovers something unexpected, like a hidden child connected to one of the characters. Or maybe it's tied to Holly or Ari in a surprising way. Tate, being the curious and introspective type, won't let this slide. He might pull Rafe aside for a private chat, seeking clarity on what really happened during the rescue. Could there be more to the story than meets the eye? This subplot adds an extra layer of intrigue, leaving us wondering if it ties into larger Salem mysteries, like paternity revelations or family secrets. It's the kind of cliffhanger that keeps viewers tuning in week after week. Why this week's episodes are a must-watch. As we wrap up these spoilers, let's reflect on what makes Days of Our Lives so special for us longtime fans. It's not just the action and romance. It's the way these stories mirror real-life emotions: love, fear, anger, and redemption. This week, from July 21st to 25th, promises all that and more. Rafe's heroism reminds us of the everyday heroes in our own lives, while Gabi's anger highlights the fierce protectiveness of parents and siblings. Next, the latest episode of Days of Our Lives, airing Wednesday, July 16th, 2025, delivers a poignant mix of family struggles, personal worries, and unexpected kindness. For fans who followed the show for decades, this episode offers the familiar comfort of watching characters navigate the complexities of life, love, and loyalty. At the heart of the story are Rafe Hernandez, Gabi Hernandez, and Xander Kyriakis, each grappling with their own concerns while finding solace in the connections that bind them. This article, crafted especially for our cherished audience over 65, dives into the drama with a clear, detailed, and dramatic retelling that captures the emotional weight of the day's events. Rafe's mysterious meeting and growing worries. The episode opens in the warm, familiar glow of the Hernandez household, where Rafe and Gabi share a moment that feels both ordinary and charged with underlying tension. Rafe, a seasoned FBI agent with a heart as big as his badge, is preparing to head out for what he calls a private meeting. His phone buzzes with a cryptic text from someone named Kelly Jones, instructing him to meet at 20 military time for 8 p.m. The message is brief, professional, and unmistakably urgent, hinting at the kind of high-stakes FBI business that has defined Rafe's career. But before he can slip out the door, Gabi, ever sharp and intuitive, catches him in the act. "Where are you going?" she asks, her voice laced with curiosity and a touch of suspicion. Rafe, standing in the cozy kitchen with its checkered curtains and well-worn table, offers a reassuring smile. He explains it's FBI business, nothing to worry about, but his eyes betray a flicker of concern. He shifts the conversation, asking Gabi if she's heard from their daughter, Ariana, who's been out of touch. Gabi, in a surprisingly good mood despite the uncertainty, brushes it off. "She's fine," she says, her tone light but firm, as if convincing herself as much as Rafe. "If I don't hear from her by tonight, though, then it's time to panic." The moment lingers, heavy with the unspoken fears of parents who've seen too much of Salem's chaos. Rafe, ever the protector, leans forward, his hand outstretched in a gesture of connection. Gabi watches him, her eyes narrowing slightly, as if trying to read the thoughts behind his calm exterior. For viewers who've raised children or worried about loved ones, this scene resonates deeply, a reminder of the quiet anxiety that comes with waiting for a phone call that doesn't come. Xander struggles as a father across town. In the sleek, modern offices of Titan Industries, Xander Kyriakis is facing a different kind of challenge. The ruggedly handsome businessman, known for his sharp wit and complicated past, is juggling a legal issue that threatens his company. He's on the phone, his voice tense as he argues with a lawyer, all while pushing a stroller back and forth with his sobbing daughter, Victoria. The baby's cries pierce the air, a heart-wrenching sound that drowns out the corporate chaos. Xander, usually so composed, is unraveling. His brow is furrowed, his tie loosened, and his frustration palpable as he tries to soothe Victoria while keeping his business from crumbling. The stroller rocks gently under his hand, but Victoria's wails only grow louder. Desperate, Xander decides to take her for a walk around the office, hoping the change of scenery will calm her. The polished floors and glass walls of Titan Industries feel cold and impersonal, a stark contrast to the warmth Victoria needs. As he paces, his mind races. Legal battles, corporate pressures, and now the fear that his own daughter doesn't recognize him. "Have you forgotten me, little one?" He whispers, his voice cracking with vulnerability. For fans who've watched Xander evolve from a scheming outsider to a devoted father, this moment is a powerful reminder of his humanity. Gabi to the rescue just when Xander's desperation reaches its peak. Gabi strides into the office, her presence a jolt of energy in the sterile space. She's dressed impeccably, her confidence as striking as her style, but her eyes soften when she sees Xander's struggle. Without hesitation, she sets down her purse and offers to help. Xander, ever proud, bristles at the suggestion. "I'm perfectly capable of calming my own daughter," he insists, his Scottish accent sharp with defensiveness. But Gabi, undeterred, gives him a knowing look and steps forward. With a gentle touch and a soothing hum, Gabi takes Victoria into her arms. The baby's cries begin to quiet, her tiny body relaxing as Gabi rocks her gently. Within minutes, Victoria is asleep, her tear-streaked face peaceful at last. Xander watches, stunned, as Gabi explains with a wry smile. "She just cried herself to sleep. It happens." Her words are matter-of-fact, but they carry the weight of experience. A mother who's been through countless sleepless nights and tearful moments. Xander, still reeling, confesses his fear that Victoria has forgotten him. The admission is raw, a rare glimpse into the heart of a man who's often hidden his insecurities behind bravado. Gabi, in a moment of surprising tenderness, reassures him. "She just needs to get reacquainted," she says, her voice gentle but firm. "You're her father, Xander. That bond doesn't break." For viewers who've navigated the challenges of parenthood or watched their own children grow distant, this exchange is a touching reminder of the resilience of family ties. A shared moment of understanding as Victoria sleeps, Gabi and Xander settle into his office to tackle the legal issue that's been looming over him. The atmosphere is charged, not with romance, but with a shared understanding born of their struggles as parents. Gabi, standing with her hands on her hips, fixes Xander with a pointed glare. "I've had to do this with my own daughter," she says, her voice tinged with sadness. Ari was 18, a lot tougher than Victoria, and it still broke my heart. The mention of Ari brings a flicker of worry to Gabi's face, a reminder of her earlier conversation with Rafe. Xander, sensing her unease, opens up about his own frustrations. He mentions Johnny DiMera, who recently went missing, and the guilt he feels over their strained relationship. "I'm not the best at keeping people close," he admits, his voice heavy with regret. Gabi, ever practical, doesn't sugarcoat things. "You were charged with attempted murder, Xander," she says, raising an eyebrow. "Maybe you should feel a little sorry for Johnny." Xander is quick to point out that the charges were dismissed, but Gabi's words linger, challenging him to reflect on his actions. Yet, in a moment that surprises even Xander, Gabi softens. "Everything's going to be okay," she says, her calmness a stark contrast to the chaos around them. It's a small gesture, but it carries the weight of their shared history. A reminder that in Salem, even the most unlikely allies can find common ground. For fans who've seen Gabi and Xander clash over the years, this moment of camaraderie is a testament to the show's ability to weave complex relationships that evolve with time. The heart of Salem's drama as the episode draws to a close, the stage is set for more twists and turns. Rafe's mysterious meeting with Kelly Jones hints at secrets that could shake the Hernandez family. Gabi's worry about Ari, though pushed aside for now, looms like a storm cloud, ready to break if her daughter doesn't call soon. And for Xander, the challenges of fatherhood and corporate battles are far from over, but Gabi's unexpected kindness offers a glimmer of hope. This episode of Days of Our Lives captures the essence of what makes the show timeless. The interplay of family, friendship, and the quiet moments of connection that shine through even in the darkest times. For viewers over 65, who've followed these characters through decades of triumphs and heartaches, the story resonates deeply. It's a reminder of the worries that come with loving fiercely, the strength found in helping others, and the enduring hope that tomorrow will bring clarity, even in a town as turbulent as Salem. As Rafe heads into the night, Gabi waits for Ari's call, and Xander cradles a sleeping Victoria. One thing is certain. In Salem, every day is a new chapter, filled with secrets waiting to be uncovered and bonds waiting to be tested. Tune in tomorrow to see what lies ahead for these beloved characters, as the drama of Days of Our Lives continues to unfold.